Week 5 of Nightfall is here, and an old, reprised sidearm is up for grabs. Hi everyone, my name is Skyknight, and welcome to BlueberriesGG. This week, the Nightfall is the Glassway. This Nightfall is on Europa and requires the Beyond Light DLC. The champions are Barrier and Overload, with all elemental shield types being present. Classics like Arbalest, Divinity, and Rockets will all be good here. Glassway is a decent Nightfall to farm. It gets a bad reputation for being pretty difficult, but it's only hard in the boss room. Up to the boss, it's pretty easy. And when you're in the boss room, just pick a side, left or right, I prefer left, and just play as a team and you'll be fine. The weapon dropping this week is the Buzzard. The Buzzard sits in the kinetic slot and is a part of the adaptive frame, firing at 300 rounds per minute. For its place in the meta, it's decent, but nothing groundbreaking. Sidearms have pretty much always been outclassed by SMGs. Right now, that is really prevalent. Some of the best weapons in the game are SMGs. For example, in PvE you have Funnel Web and Unforgiven, and in PvP you have options like the Immortal or Aquilos SMG. And if you want to use a sidearm, there's probably better options. In PvE you have the Brigand's Law with the Vault Shot, or in PvP you have Drang or Forgiveness. Because of all this, we're going to give it a B tier rating. It's not bad, it has some decent meta-defining perks, but it's not really too good and it gets outclassed by the competition. For PvP, you should look for Hammerforged Rifling for your barrel for that bump to range, Ricochet rounds for your magazine for that range and stability. For perk 1, you should look for Perpetual Motion, and perk 2, you should definitely go for Rangefinder. Rangefinder is excellent, and it's not a must-have, but it will make your gun much better. Other solid perks include Encore in the first slot, a multi-kill clip for that increased lethality in the second slot. For PvE, your barrel doesn't really matter, and neither does your magazine. But for the magazine, I'd opt for High Cal or Flared Magwell. The increased flinch or the faster reload is quite nice, and they're just my preferences. For your perks, slot 1, I'd be looking for Overflow or Perpetual Motion. Both are pretty good. Overflow just lets you kill tankier targets in one magazine, and Perpetual Motion's a good quality of life perk. And perk slot 2, I would personally go for Frenzy, as it's my favourite damage perk, but Multi-Kill Clip and Swashbuckler are also some solid options too. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on so that you never miss our weekly uploads. We upload every single Tuesday to tell you what the Nightfall is, what weapon it is, what perks are best, and most importantly, should you even farm it. You definitely won't want to miss next week's video, as a former top contender for best machine gun will be available to farm.